That's 4 days from graduation of the first sergeant course, and I got called to commandant's office. And all the way over there, I thought, what in the world have I done? What have I messed up, you know? I got over there and got into his office there, and he said, I got someone on the phone here, and he handed me the phone. It was my battalion commander. It was Colonel Vandentwerp. And he said, Top, I need you back here. We got wheels up in 72 hours.
Of course, we had already been pre-planning because we saw what was going on. Of course, everybody kind of says, yeah, this is it, this is gonna happen. But the battalion was ready because we had just gone through a major deployment for 3 months. All of our stuff was pretty much still packed. Basically, all we had to do was double check everything and then front load it on C5s and C-141s. It was a true emergency deployment. There was no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It was like, as soon as they said go, you're gone. As soon as the scouts were told to launch, you'd go out to the aircraft, launch.
Just 2 hours ago, Allied air forces began an attack on military targets in Iraq and Kuwait.
And you had a new sense of urgency because you knew the world was going to change.
It was pretty amazing. The night that it kicked off, you could see the helicopters. I mean, it was almost like they were within 100 feet of our talk area flying over, you know, and the A-10 Warthogs flying in and going in that night, you know. And we was right in the air path, it seemed like, you know, they just kept going over and then coming back and then going back again, you know. And it was amazing to see at nighttime.
Once we got the order to move in, the ground war had started. That's when we officially went in and took over Cobra.
I think, to me, what was the epitome of what my unit was able to do, we'd done a lot of good things, but the epitome of what we was able to do was we're the ones that put the road crater across Highway 8. That huge road crater, there's pictures floating around out there. And that was all carried in on the back. All that explosives and demolition charges and everything was carried in rucksacks on men's back. We just know that we were there for the duration if that's what it took. And that was what you had to, you know, focus or impute upon your men. You know, you're here to do a mission and we'll be here until the mission is complete. Just that wham, that solid hit all at one time, the synchronization of our unit and other units involved with that. I mean, it was coordinated so well and such a hard-hitting impact all at once. They had no other choice but to give up.
When you're finally back home, and you're on your home soil, that's when the colonel says, get your guy down together. I'm like, what for, sir? He said, oh, you're fixing to make history. And so the first officer goes up and he opens up the escape hatch in the plane. And I go, what's that for? He says, you're gonna go up there. He said, you're gonna be the first guy they see when we taxi in. I said, are you serious, sir? He goes, yep. So I was like, holy crap. I'm like, this is really happening. And I'm sitting here, I'm shaking, going up the ladder. He's like, don't you drop that guy down. I said, no, sir. And so I'm sitting on top of the plane looking out, and I'm just seeing a sea of people. That's when the shock sets in. It's like, holy crap, we are home. A leadership that really truly cares about its soldiers is what I found out here at Campbell. And I haven't seen that anywhere else.
Well, the reason I joined the military is prior to the military, I was watching the news clips, and I saw video clips of the 101st in Vietnam. And I thought I want to serve with a bunch of guys that are well trained like that, you know, a good group of guys. So I went down and I enlisted in the Army. And that's how I ended up. And in my contract, I got them to stipulate that I would be assigned to the 101st, because that was what I wanted to do after basic and AIT.